There is one big lingering question for the New York Jets heading into training camp. An insider revealed exactly what that is. Plus, we got some raffle giveaways and so much more. Welcome to the month of July, baby. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. Welcome to the month of July, and if you're counting at home, we're 18 days away from the rookies reporting for the New York Jets to training camp. So, people, football's right around the corner. So just hang on tight. We'll get you there. That's my gift from me to you. But before we get into our topic, the topic at hand, we do have a full article in the YouTube description down below. Shout out to Zach Rosenblatt of The Athletic. The entire Athletics team of beat reporters for every team revealed the lingering question that remains for each of their teams that they cover. And we'll get into what Zach Rosenblatt said about the Jets in just a second, but I do want to throw this up on the screen. It is July 1st, which means our June month contest is over. And look at this, people. I just want you to get a gander here. This is the spinning wheel of name picker that will determine our June giveaway. And this is one of the most closest eclectic contests we've ever had. J-Boy and a couple of A-Step 10. You have a couple of big boys that are involved here in the wheel of name picker. But look at how many other people are all involved. So quite frankly, anyone has a chance to win this puppy. We'll be doing that in a little bit. So good luck to all of you guys out there. We'll do that about halfway through the show. And then we will reveal the new contest for the month of July. I have it. I'm staring at it because the image is right here. You guys can't see it, but I can see it. And this is the biggest giveaway in Boy Green Daily history. And I can't wait. It's going to be special, and you guys are going to really enjoy it. And there are special rules. I'll explain those later today at some point before the show's over. How you guys can submit raffle tickets for that contest. It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic, and I hope you guys really appreciate that as well. Before we get started, our number one Austrian Jet fan with a YouTube super chat, baby. You know what happens when we get those.
Thank you for that. The super chat. You could get lucky here on the Boy Green Show. This show is daily. It's in the morning. Be sure to stay tuned.
Number one Austrian Jet fan with a "you can't see me," giving us a little John Cena action here in July. I'm all about it. John Cena fan farewell tour. Number one Austrian Jet fan, it's great to see you in the chat, brother. Hope you're healing up well. We're all thinking about you. So you can't see me. We appreciate you. Number one Austrian Jet fan, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for sending that in. All right, let's do it without further ado. And you guys can keep your memberships and whatnot flowing for sure. But let's get into it. The lingering question for the New York Jets, according to Zach Rosenblatt, this came out late yesterday, this article. And the question is this from Zach Rosenblatt. He poses it out to the universe. How much concern should there be about the depth on the Jets' defensive line? And here's his answer to his own question. When the Jets' defense was at its best under Robert Saleh, the defensive line dominated up front with a deep bench of pass rushers, both from the edge and the interior. They lacked that in 2024, and an argument could be made that the depth has actually gotten worse this offseason. Well, at least on paper. At defensive end, Will McDonald, 10.5 sacks, is coming off a breakout season, but still has a lot to prove as a run stopper. Jermaine Johnson's coming off an Achilles injury, likely won't be ready for the start of training camp, and it's unclear yet if he'll be the same player coming off the injury. The top backups are Michael Clemens, who was out of his element as a full-time player last year. Rashad Weaver has 0 sacks since 2022. Fifth-round rookie Tyler Barron, and both Eric Watson and Braden McGregor, who combined for 0 sacks in 364 snaps last year. At defensive tackle, the options next to Quinnen Williams won't exactly scare anyone, with Byron Cowart, Jay Tufele, Leonard Taylor III, Phildarian Mathis, and some undrafted rookies. Zach Rosenblatt. Interesting. Well, let's evaluate this piece by piece. So, how much concern should there be about the depth on the defensive line? As a general question, that makes sense. There is depth questions. Think about it. We'll start off on the edges and then we'll work our way inside. We'll start off at defensive end. On paper, fully healthy, Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald are a wonderful starting defensive end combination. They're wonderful. But Jermaine Johnson's coming off a torn Achilles, and Will McDonald's coming off an awesome year, but he's only one guy. And then your third defensive end, the guy that everyone out there in the Jets universe apparently wants to cut and throw out with the bathwater, is Michael Clemens. And guess what? He's the most experienced defensive end on the roster as a backup. Let me say that in a clearer way. He's the third best defensive end on this team. Now, you could say, well, that speaks poorly about who else is at defensive end. Maybe, but he is the third best defensive end on this roster. Third most experienced, anyway. We'll see. There's rookies and unknown people. But so Michael Clemens is your top reserve, which may make some people uncomfortable. You saw the YouTube thumbnail coming in here. One of those is Michael Clemens carrying his barbed wire bat, but the other one is Rashad Weaver. And apparently he's a guy that's been turning some heads in the spring for the New York Jets. But again, to Rosenblatt's point, he hasn't had any sacks since 2022. 0. Not 1, not 2, not 3. 0. A big donut. So it's weird. His career is 0 sacks, 5.5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, all zeros since that moment. So, obviously the Jets feel like they have something untapped here. Can they tap it? We'll see. But on paper, it's hard to believe in this guy that hasn't done a whole heck of a lot recently. Then you go to defensive tackle next to Quinnen Williams. Byron Cowart, who again has turned heads, and he's the projected starter next to Quinnen, but he's bounced around the league. You have Jay Tufele, who I'm just going to be blunt, has been absolutely awful at the NFL level, but hopefully something can turn around. Leonard Taylor III, LT3, my boy. He showed some flashes last year. I'm very high on Leonard Taylor III. Phildarian Mathis, a former second-round pick of the Washington football franchise. He's a guy the Jets scooped off of waivers last year when Phil Savage was running the operations. And then you just got some other UDFAs from this class. There are questions. It's a fair question for Zach Rosenblatt to question the question, which is depth on the defensive line. That is a fair lingering question. That's perhaps the biggest lingering question. Zach Rosenblatt thinks it is. I mean, I guess for some of you in the wide receiver 2 camp, but there have been some passionate arguments from Indy and Nick Faria and others that while there may be questions on who the wide receiver 2 is, how important is that label if Justin Fields doesn't target that position that much anyway? So there has been some concerns. But I would say this, my counter to the counter is this. You all say, wide receiver 2, not that important. He doesn't use it anyway. And I'm not wishing this on anybody, but what if Garrett gets hurt? That means Josh Reynolds and all these other guys, someone has to be wide receiver 1. Now, the great news about Garrett is he has been strong as oak. This guy's been strong as oak. He has been banged up in games, and we all go, and then he's just gotten back up. He's been tough as nails, and he's just been available, which you love to see from your players. But that's the other thing. That's another thing there. All right, let's answer some comments here. Let's get to, and before I do actually answer all these questions and comments, I just want to say I hope you guys enjoyed the radio show yesterday, which is now a digital show. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed that. That will be happening on Mondays and Wednesdays between 11 o'clock and noon in the mornings and early afternoon. So hopefully you guys get a big kick out of that. It's a new era. So again, you guys are going to get more live shows. Today, here's a quick schedule update. We obviously have Boy Green Daily right now. I'm going to be joining Jake Asman at 9 o'clock. So Boy Green Daily will wrap up. Quick water break and booyah, right into the Jake Asman show. We'll have Boy Green Meets Woody. That's coming up at 3 o'clock today. And the giveaway on my channel that I'm going to reveal at some point later will also affect James Woody and his giveaway. Again, people who are Boy Green Coffee Club members already know what this giveaway is. They got a sneak peek in the Discord. Troy Sturgis says, how to gift a membership. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a money sign available. You hit that money sign and a lot of options pop up. The final option is gift channel memberships, and you can gift as many as you'd like. They're $2.99 a pop. They're the same price as if you bought it for yourself. And you can buy 1, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, you name it. You can purchase as many as you'd like, and they are randomly gifted out. You don't get to pick who gets the memberships. It is randomly gifted out, but the only thing YouTube has told us is that the people who are most active, liking videos and hitting the comment section, are higher in the raffle, for lack of a better word, to receive a Boy Green Coffee Club membership when you guys gift it. So that's how it works. For those curious, I sort of looked into it and said, how does it decide it? Apparently that's how it's decided. So yes, that will be both on both sides. Yes, J-Boy, I will keep those words out of my mouth because I don't want to say that again. I don't want to put any bad juju into the universe. Scotty Mayhem says, I want to repeat Boy Green's prediction from yesterday. Andre Cisco is going to have a big year to make a bag. Did you see what AG did with Kirby Joseph, a mid-round pick? Get ready. Yeah, Andre Cisco, he ended up being a third-round pick of the Jaguars, but also in his final season at Syracuse, he got hurt, so he fell in the draft. He could have been a first-round draft choice, but unfortunately, like I said, he ended up not being that because of the injury. Barbara, baby. Morning, guys in BG. Good to see you, Barbara. Thanks for joining us. Pop on the Facebook page. Hey, now, again, we're streaming live in 3 different places. My Boy Green Facebook page at BoyGreen25, YouTube at BoyGreen25, and Twitter at BoyGreen25. So, yes, YouTube is the optimal place to enjoy the show. Make sure you guys head on over there, like the video, hit subscribe if you're watching live or after the fact. Alon says, BG, you're naming a bunch of CFL players, yet you do it with a straight face. I'm a professional. I am a card-carrying professional, or a lead pipe-wielding professional, whichever you prefer. That is true. Yeah, what the hell are the Miami Dolphins doing? Incel Alon says, something is up in Miami. Not sure what the plan is. Well, when you figure it out, Incel Alon, let me know. Because it's sort of weird, man. Sort of weird. They had this weird thing with Jonnu Smith, who's coming off this crazy year, and he killed the Jets. He gave the Jets all kinds of problems. In that, I think it was the second Miami game, he had like nothing. He had like 0 catches, 0 nothing through like the first like 3 quarters, and then he killed us in the fourth quarter in overtime. And I'm like, what the hell? So yeah, Jonnu Smith is a problem, especially paired up with Arthur Smith, who knows him best. That could be an issue. So they didn't want Jonnu Smith. I don't know why. And now they're immediately trying to trade for another tight end. Why did you trade Jonnu Smith then for a 7th-round pick? That doesn't make any sense. But whatever, Dolphins do as they do. Jalen Ramsey, again, I reiterate, is a really, really good player. He is. But Minkah Fitzpatrick's only 28. Steelers, what the hell are you doing? I'll tell you, the Dolphins getting back Minkah Fitzpatrick is an insane value. And they got a better pick. They moved up to the 5th round. I don't know, man. I don't know about all that. That doesn't seem to make any sense. But, hey, Steelers, you do you, baby. You do you. I think the best player that was moved in that deal was Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he went to the Dolphins. So, again, I don't understand what's going on down there, but we could talk about it. It obviously has a massive impact on a variety of things. Barber says, anybody see about the Jets looking at getting Brandon Smith from UFL for wide receiver? Don't they have a Brandon Smith on the roster? Or am I messing up names? Let me double check the roster real quick. I thought we had a Brandon Smith wide receiver. 87 in my head. I don't know if that's true. Let's double check the old roster sheet here. Do a discount double check here for Brandon. Yes, Brandon. 26 years old, 87. Okay, I got the jersey number right in my head. Iowa kid. Maybe there's another Brandon Smith I'm unaware of. Could be. Yeah, Brandon Smith. Oh, she's just picking him from. Iowa's Brandon Smith. Yes. Yes, Skinner is massive, the other wide receiver. Hey, look, DNY for life, baby. Devin, let's go. Hit him with it. Sturgis. Devin is a lead pipe wielding professional. And every time we gift 5 memberships or more here on the channel, well, we got to hit him with a little bit of this. Here we go. DNY for Life is officially on the big board, baby, with a 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Let's read the 5 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club here on the channel. All right, those went to David Bruce. Let's see, Sunny85, Mike Cohen, Kyle Clifton, Brian Farrell. You guys all got memberships from our boy DNY for Life. More on that to come, baby. You'll understand what I mean in a little bit. But we'll be doing that here shortly. DNY for Life. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for the support. And I'm gonna get my chance to meet DNY for Life happening there at the Jets-Cowboys game. Kyle Clifton, welcome to the Boy Green Coffee Club, baby. We love you, Kyle. Yes, sir. Yes. Scotty says, look at the player development of Kirby Joseph, who many thought overdrafted, became an elite player. Watch out. Yeah, he has a great nose for the football. That much is clear. Joey Matesic, my boy. Again, we're working on hanging up that poison picture you sent in. So they're very nice that you painted, which is great. And Joey, when we get closer to your exhibition, we will definitely promote it here on the show. Appreciate you, pal. Very kind. Okay, all right. A shout out here, Jared B. Scotty says, spin the damn wheel. He wants to know when the wheel comes through. I knew this was coming. J-Boy, when it comes through, hit the AG. He knows. Another 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships were just gifted here on the channel, baby, from our guy, J-Boy. And I tell you that a video gets played every time we get 5 memberships gifted at a time or more. And I know which one J-Boy wants.
Here's what I do know. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Damn straight, J-Boy, and let's put you down for a 5-pack combination here on the big board. Very much appreciated. All right, here we go. Let's read these 5 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. We've got, wait a second, J-Boy gifted himself a membership with the 5 that he gifted? That's impressive. J-Boy's 5 memberships went to one himself, Travis Preheem, Jersey Jet, Mr. Flowers, and Joe Rano. Several of these people I just mentioned have raffle tickets for that spin the wheel that we talked about earlier. Again, our boy J-Boy is sort of showing off with that. All right, let's do it. We got 200 plus people in the room. Let's spin the bleeping wheel. Good luck to all of you. And a reminder, everybody, that this is the giveaway for the month of June that we're about to give away right now. Here it is. I'll throw it up on the big board. A full zip-up New York Jets hoodie and an original Jet Zone banner from when this YouTube channel first started 5 years ago in September, which we're coming up on the 5-year anniversary coming up, which is truly special. So thank you, everybody, for supporting the show. We're about to spin the wheel right now. Good luck to everybody. Obviously, the raffle tickets that were just submitted, that have been submitted on this show, are for a different contest. They do not count towards this Wheel of Name Picker we're about to do right now here on the channel. So let's pull them up before the show. We loaded up the Wheel of Name Picker, the official, Wheel of Name Picker here. Everyone that spent $2.99 or more on the channel have an opportunity to win the entire contest. So you can see all kinds of names on here. So many people submitted a variety of raffle tickets. Good luck to all of you. And without further ado, here we go. Wherever the wheel lands, is final. Here we go. All right, it's spinning. It's spinning. Oh wow, it's going to go in the morass. Where's it going? Booyah! Congratulations, G-Man, the prophet for Jets football. Congratulations, sir. You just won. So, G-Man, what you can do is make sure you reach out to me on some form of social media at BoyGreen25. That is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also email me. If you go to my YouTube About section and you scroll down, it'll say, do you want to see his email? Click, and it's right there as well. But it is Paul, the letter ESDENJR at gmail.com. I'll also put it right here on the screen, so hang on tight. All right. All right. Here we go. I'm going to throw this up on the screen here. Here is my email. I'm putting it on the screen for those viewing this product. So, G-Man, I don't think you're on the show right now, but Paul, the letter ESDENJR at gmail.com. Reach out to me and say, Paul, I won, and we just need to get all your shipping info, and I'd love to send this out as quickly as possible. So, congratulations, G-Man. I appreciate you. Yes. Beautiful. Congratulations, and I will put that in my notes. So, G-Man, that is awesome. This is your first time ever winning a contest here on the show, so I'm super happy for you. Excellent. All right. Scotty wanted it. He's like, hey, man, let's just draw this puppy. And we did. But now it's time for our big giveaway. Folks, this is the biggest giveaway we've ever had here on the show, and I'm about to reveal it right bleeping now. Here we go. Is there like a sound effect I can do? Oh, yeah, there is. Sure there is. Hang on tight. Hang on tight. It is... Before I reveal this prize, let me ask you this out in the universe. Whoever is listening or watching, this is available to everybody. Do you want to come to the Jets-Cowboys game with me and Woody? Well, now is your chance, baby. Boom! Here it is here on the screen. The Boy Green and Woody Jets game and tailgate giveaway. Here is how it works. The rules are very, very important, people. Here, first off, I'll tell you what you can win. Enter for your chance to win 2 tickets to the Jets-Cowboys game, Section 228A. 2 tailgate tickets, food and drink before the game, catered food from Chef Kevin Gilbert. 2 Jets-Cowboys commemorative T-shirts. Do you want a chance to go for, I was going to say free, but it's going to cost you a little bit of money. We'll explain that in a second. Here is how you enter for your chance to win those fabulous prizes. You must subscribe to the Boy Green YouTube channel. You must subscribe to @TakeFlightTalk. That is James Woody's YouTube channel. And you can submit a $20 raffle ticket via PayPal or Venmo at BoyGreen25. That is BOY Green the color 25. So this is a great story, actually. I'll take this off the screen for a second in a moment. But up here that you see in my vision, there's this New York Jets helmet up here. It's autographed. And it's a lot of it's got a lot of value is what I mean. And this helmet, I had an opportunity to bid on it from a sports collectible place. It has the full New York Sack Exchange autographs on it. And how they did it was they submitted 20 raffle tickets, $20 a piece, and whoever they drew randomly won the helmet. So you submitted $20, you had a chance to win, obviously, an item that was much more expensive, but there's no guarantee that your $20 did anything, but you have an opportunity. So I remembered that a couple of years ago, and it was so cool. So now I want to bring it full circle. And I will allow you guys, when you guys spend $20 on the YouTube channel, I will allow you guys from that way to submit in the contest. But the most optimal way to do it is via PayPal or Venmo because there's no YouTube fee that comes out of it. So if you guys would like to enter this contest and you want to do it, this is your way. Now, let me explain this right off the top. If any of you have already purchased Jets-Cowboys tickets and you were to win this contest, which will be a random raffle giveaway, just like all these other ones, you do not get a refund on your tickets. You just get 2 more people to bring. So I want to make that perfectly clear right from the get-go that someone that has already purchased Jets-Cowboys tickets are not going to like, sweet, I get my money back. That's not how it works. Me and Woody are digging into our own pockets here to help you guys. And hopefully a lot of you guys enter and you have a chance to do this. So Jets-Cowboys, good luck to all of you. It's going to run throughout the entire month of July. This will be I'm going to be putting this out on social media. We're going to be talking about it on Boy Green Meets Woody. I'm sure I'll even mention it on the Jake Asman show, but this is the biggest giveaway we've ever done. This is a $600 value that you have a chance at for a $20 raffle ticket. Obviously, the more raffle tickets you submit, the better odds you have. So if you're out there in the universe, you could submit a couple of raffle tickets if you choose. But maybe this will get you a couple of you guys who are on the fence about going, gives you a chance to have an opportunity to go. So there you go. Shout out to Chef Kevin Gilbert, who's going to be catering the food, and shout out to all of you if you can sort of figure it out, if you guys want to go. So good luck to all of you guys. Make sure if you submit via PayPal or Venmo that you just put a little caption, hey, this is for that Jets-Cowboys contest, and I'm going to be keeping track of that as well behind the scenes. So good luck to all of you. So cool. I'm really excited about this. I want to give you some of you guys an opportunity. I know that can be expensive. Going to NFL games is expensive. But in this giveaway that we're doing, I'm trying to open up the doors for everyone to have a chance. $20 and subscribing for free to each of our YouTube channels is a very cheap way to have a chance. To potentially go to the Jets-Cowboys game. There's nothing better than that in my mind. So, and you're sitting with us. These, I want to also clarify that these two tickets we factored into the submission I already gave. So these two tickets are purchased already. You get whoever wins this are in. And yes, for Lily and Big D. Question: if I win, can I give the two tickets to someone else if I can't go? Absolutely. The two tickets are yours to choose to do whatever you want to do with. If you want to, like, let's say you're going and you want to bring two more people, awesome. If you win and you want to give it to two people in your mind specifically, great. You guys can do whatever you want if you win the tickets. Whatever you want with the tickets. Just keep me in the loop because eventually I have to dole these tickets out of who's sitting with whom. And obviously, if you're bringing a friend, I'd like for you guys to have the opportunity to sit together. So we will figure that out at the end of July. We'll reveal that winner in the month of August. But yes, that's a good question for Lily and Big D. If you win it and you obviously can't go because of another work function or what have you, you have the opportunity to give these to someone else if you prefer. And you can be specific. Hey, I want to give these two to these people. Perfect. Awesome. You guys can choose to do that however you'd like. So this is the most expensive giveaway we've ever given, but I thought this would be a cool opportunity for me and Woody to give back to the fans. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's throughout the entire month. I'm counting all your guys' memberships gifted and raffle tickets of that nature on it, and I'll try to add those up. So once you guys reach $20 in raffle value, we'll add that to your respective totals. All right, with that being said, let's open up the phone lines, baby. We got 300 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And again, make sure you keep the giving flowing. This is a special giveaway here on the channel. And the more of you guys that enter, the better, as far as I'm concerned. All right, we'll play a HEP timeout. More coming up here on Boy Green Daily.
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go.
As J-Boy just said here, eat with Boy Green, drink with Boy Green, watch the Jets, and put the smack it down on the Dallas Cowboys with B-Tree. All for $20 sounds like a motherfucking deal. It sure is. $20. That's all. Subscribe to the channels, and probably a lot of you guys have already done that, so check. That one's easy. Subscribe to Woody's channel. That is him talking New York Jets on his own. That is Take Flight Talk. So subscribe to that channel as well. Also free. And then just submit $20 and cross your fingers. Again, you could submit more than $20 if you want to send in $40. You send in 2 raffle tickets or vice versa. I imagine you don't want to send too much because then you'll send the amount of the entire giveaway. But yes, feel free to send in multiple raffle tickets. As a matter of fact, I fully expect several people will submit 2, 3, or 4 to increase their odds of winning this thing. And even if you do, like I said, it's a $600 value. So as long as you spend less than $600, I guess, booyah, it works out for you. So good luck to all you guys out there. So shout out J-Boy. Good luck to all you guys with that contest. I'll throw it up on the screen one more time here as we're about to go to the phone lines. Boom. That's it. Enter for your chance to win. In case you're just joining us here on the show, we are giving away 2 tickets to the Week 5 Jets versus Cowboys game where you sit with all of us. That is section 228A. You get 2 tailgate tickets. That's the food and drink before the game. A massive shout out to Chef Kevin Gilbert, who is catering that event. 2 Jets-Cowboys commemorative T-shirts. You guys will get a T-shirt that commemorates the event. Very simple. And this is how you enter. You subscribe for free to my channel, @BoyGreen25. You subscribe to Woody's channel, which is Take Flight Talk on YouTube, also free. And then you can submit a $20 raffle ticket via PayPal or Venmo @BoyGreen25. I'm collecting the money. And it's a $600 value, and you have a chance. And all you need is a chance to potentially win this thing. And like I said, good luck to all of you. I can't wait for this. This is super cool. A great opportunity for somebody out there in the universe as well. All right, let's go to the phone lines here on the channel. Real quick, Kyle Clifton asks, "Is Pop going?" Yes, he is. Hop on Pop is going. His wife is going, or as some people like to say, my mother. That'd be another way to say it. Sure. My sister's coming. My fiance's coming. My children are coming. They're all coming. That's true. They're all in. So, yes, Kyle Clifton, they're in. I'm not sure if that makes you want to go or makes you not want to go. That's up to you. Yes. For Lily and Big D says, "Can we just do a super chat for $20?" You can, if you prefer that as another function. Feel free to do so. Yes. All right, let's go to it. We've got Hep.
Hey, fellas, everything okay?
Okay, is it which Hep is this? Which Hep is this?
This is the good Hep.
Okay, good Hep. Okay, whew,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But I appreciate it because like B-Mac, C-Mac, D-Mac, you can never know. So I just want to make sure I'm on the edge of my toes here. So I appreciate that. So what's going on? Good Hep.
One thing, Kyle Clifton, you should get him on for an interview one time.
Yeah.
As a former player, he's a really good interview to someone to talk to. He's got a lot of good insight and stuff.
I'd love it. Let's go.
Yeah, but what I'm curious about today is the new thing what's going on with the second rounders. Nobody's they're all kind of holding out for the guaranteed contract. Do you know anything about that?
I do. Yeah, so it's the first 2 picks of the second round, and let me make sure. I know one of them is Carson Schlesinger. He's the UCLA kid. He is the UCLA kid. He was in there, and then there's one more. Let me make sure I get this in the second round. I will have this here in just a moment for player number 2, who also got his deal already. We'll have that in a moment as ESPN load. So it's Carson Schlesinger and another player. They got those fully guaranteed deals, and that is rare. And when I say rare, it's never happened in NFL history before. So those 2 teams said, sure, you guys could get that money. And the rest of the NFL is like, the heck? Hey, man, we're supposed to be on the same team. When you start doing this crazy stuff for the first time, that hurts the rest of us, basically. The players are like, sweet, thanks, pal. So now it's just causing a couple of issues. But I would say on all of these, the question is who is willing to break first? We're in a staring contest. Who's going to win? Multi-billion-dollar franchise or rookies? And the other thing is, but rookies, the players have value or leverage too. They can say they can Shamar Stewart it in Bengals camp. Okay, team, if you want to look like an idiot because you don't want to do this, and okay, that's fine with me. I'll just sit here. I don't have a contract. You can't find me. I didn't sign anything. So that's a loophole in the rules, right? It's not like Garrett Wilson's holding out right now, and the Jets go, cool. Fine. Yeah, fine this, motherfucker. Like, you can't get me. I'm not under contract. So that's a sort of loophole in the whole mix. So, yeah, it is an interesting staring contest. The good news that, like I said, Mason Taylor, who's on, obviously, this list for the Jets connection that goes full circle here, is that he's been participating the entire offseason. So, thank God that we don't have a guy that's on the other side here that is causing issues. Jaden Higgins, I should have known that was the other one, the wide Iowa State. So those were the first two picks, respectively, of the second round. But both of those players got the fully guaranteed deal. So we'll keep an eye on it. I don't know how worried I'm about it now. We're 18 days away, but if we get 18 days from now and Mason Taylor's like, yeah, I'm not participating anymore, which, by the way, that's another part of the rules, I guess it's worth explaining. If you don't have a contract signed, you can't participate in training camp.
Oh.
So he can't. So he could this entire time. They signed these player participation agreements, so if they get injured, they're covered. Once you get to training camp, you have to have a contract. You can't just play willy-nilly with that participation thing. So that's sort of where the rubber meets the road. The Jets have to sign him. He can't even if he wants to, he can't just practice and things without that deal signed. So that's another loophole in the rules.
It sounds like this was the agents all got together and said, let's circle the wagons and try to get this.
Let's force precedent, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them for trying. You know?
What is the guaranteed contract? What does it entail? What are they looking for?
So basically, what these guarantees include is that the way that some of the other teams try to do it, it's sort of like in a different way. Like Shamar Stewart, the Bengals' first-round pick, the Bengals are trying to have language in their deals that they've never had before that would essentially, if certain things happen, they can get out of the deal. Like they could get out of having to pay some of the money. And Shamar Stewart is like, fuck that. Like, no, thank you. I'm not going to be the first player to sign this with the Bengals. I don't give a shit what other teams are doing. That doesn't matter. It's about me and this team.
Yeah.
And for your last couple of first round picks for Shamar Stewart is like, they didn't have to do this. Why am I going to be the first? Try 2026. Try that guy, not me. So it's just causing some of those. So no, it's just the guarantees to protect themselves, whether it goes good, bad, or indifferent. We all hope the players are awesome and this never matters. But for the busts, right, the teams would rather not pay some of that money.
Understandable. Thanks, Paul.
I appreciate it, Hep. Okay. I was a little worried when I went to Hep. I'm like, which Hep are we about to get? Anywho, let's go back to the phone lines. We got the one and only, the freshest member, fresh out of the pack, Kyle Clifton, Boy Green Coffee Club. What's going on, Kyle?
What's going on, Boy Green? And Hep is correct. I am a tremendous hang and very easy to talk to.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you were able to work us into your schedule, Kyle.
Yes. The only reason I asked about Pop is I think that if you're charging for like a raffle ticket for a game to go and see the Jets-Cowboys and the tailgate and the T-shirt and the whole 9 yards, and you're only doing it for $20 for the opportunity to watch a game with your father and have the Jets beat the Cowboys, you're not charging enough. That's the only reason.
That's true. That's true. That's a good point. Oh, God. How sweet it is to have that op, to be able to every touchdown, to be able to turn to old Pop and go, suck on this, baby. Oh, yeah. That's good.
So in the chat, there's been a lot of back and forth about, Fields and the prospect for Fields for long term and stuff. And my point is only this. Rodgers was never coming back under Glenn, right?
Right. Correct. Yes.
So there was really no other option. You might as well take the high ceiling guy. They have him for 2 years of control, right?
Yep.
If he plays well enough to cement himself as a starter in 17, 18 games, then you can start talking contract middle of next season, right?
Yes.
So this is the perfect transition guy for us. If he can somehow calm himself down, and this GoPro somehow helps him, where he's maybe limiting his reads a little bit, but realizes when to tuck and run and when to throw the ball away, and we can somehow get to 23, 24 points a game. This is a worthwhile investment, especially if the defense is as good as we think it is. So that I mean, at the worst case scenario here is we have a ready to roll backup quarterback for next year at what is not outlandish money.
No, not at all.
Right. So I appreciate your time, BJ.
Thanks, Kyle. I appreciate the call. Yeah, I would just say a couple of things off of that. I think the Jets were incredibly smart to sign Justin Fields to a 2-year deal. You sent him to a 1-year deal, whatever the money is. Who cares? And he kills it. What do you do in 2026? Do you franchise tag him? Do you Like, what happens? Like, he has the control. If it's 1 year and he's shitty, who cares? But if it's 1 year and he's awesome, oh shit! Now what do we do? Plus, with everybody else that are set to be free agents, John Simpson, Elijah Vera Tucker, and you only have one franchise. Oh boy, all of a sudden things get dicey. So to sign him to a 2-year deal was smart on the Jets, and obviously Justin Fields, as we have later found out. I spoke to a couple of my Steelers people. They said a big part of Justin Fields' negotiations was getting the guarantee in 2026, which I believe is a $10 million guarantee, so that the Jets can't just dump him and he gets nothing. If anything happens, he's got his money to be covered. And that's what good players / agents are supposed to do. Make sure we all hope that it goes well, but it doesn't always go well, and make sure your cheeks are covered. So well said by Kyle. I think it was a great deal, and now we'll see what happens. Now, obviously, he's got to play well, but you know what? I'm intrigued. The 26 years of age, unfinished canvas. There's a lot to like there. There's a lot to like there. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Scotty Mayhem is here on the program. What's up, Scotty?
BG, first, before we get to yesterday's DJ Moore, and we talk a little bit about your pick, Cisco, which I absolutely love. Special request, please don't use Indy yellow on my, on the Wheel of Fortune. Give me something green, not Boston green, but jet green, please. I don't want to be yellow on that screen. I have flashbacks.
Oh, I just saw that. Wow.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know I could affect the colors. So yeah, I'll have to do that next time to make sure.
Please.
That obviously was the curse of why you didn't win that. You would have won
100%. And by the way, if G-Man wants to sell the jacket, as long as it's a large, give him my email. I'll pay him a ransom. I wanted that jacket. I thought I was going to win it.
Okay.
So let's talk about Cisco for a second. And I want to, maybe you could throw it up on the screen because you always have all the information. Take a look and see where Kirby Joseph was drafted. And there was a number of people said he was third round. A number of people said that he was overdrafted. He is not as athletic as Cisco at all. He's a very good processor. There's no doubt. You could see his anticipation, but is he not the best free safety in football? I mean, I think he's at least in the top 3. I mean, I think he's the best one, but who developed him? Aaron Glenn. So I just think your pick with Cisco, yes, Aaron Glenn developed Kirby Joseph, who was drafted in the 3rd round, and everybody was screaming and yelling that he was overdrafted. He should have been like a 4th or a 5th rounder. And he became like the best free safety in football. He does not have the athletic traits that Cisco has. It's not even close. Look at the measurables. Cisco is much better athletically, but can they work on the processing? And that's the thing with Cisco. I think he's going to be an absolute ball hawk. I think you did the over 5? How many interceptions did you say?
Yes. There you go.
I think he goes over.
I said 4, but I wanted to go higher.
I think he's going to have.
Which, interesting. So you said Kirby Joseph, former 3rd round pick. Andre Cisco, former 3rd round pick. A lot of connective tissue there, Scotty.
So you were talking about Cisco, and I was just like thinking, yeah, because look who developed Joseph. I just think Cisco is going to go from a really good player who had a bad year to an all-pro. And he has all the athletic traits. So I love your pick. I just support that.
Thank you.
The DJ Moore thing, I'm very disappointed in you. Just saying. That's too much.
We were on the same page. You wanted a former Bears wide receiver, Scotty. That's what you said. You wanted a former Bears wide receiver. I got you one.
You're giving away a 2nd round pick. We may need that pick next year, according to Alon. Maybe. We may have to draft a quarterback, which is not happening, by the way. So, look, the back and forth that
possible. By the way, Dave Brigg is asking if Kirby Joseph is the West Virginia guy. He is not. Kirby Joseph is an Illinois kid, is where he came from, just to clarify that for people in the chat. He's out of Illinois. Go ahead, Scotty.
But do you think Kirby Joseph is in the top 3 in free safeties? I mean, who's better than him?
Of course, especially after that season he just had. How the hell could he not be with that sort of production? Insane.
Again, AG. So very shrewd move. I would have liked them to, do a similar kind of contract that they did with Justin Fields, which is an amazing contract. I agree with you 1,000% on that. There he is. He was so upset with.
Oh wait, where's that jersey?
Indy Jets.
Yeah, where's that jersey?
I've been holding. My arm couldn't take it anymore. My
He's
arm
so
couldn't take it
upset.
anymore.
Sorry, yeah. Let's
So
I've had to
upset
laugh,
this morning.
BG.
He's so upset this
Yeah.
morning. See, I got
Oh,
the
look,
blue
is that the
colors,
yellow?
but the
Was that
yellow,
the yellow there, Indy?
but that's the
So
blue. See, I got him the blue jersey. I didn't get him
that's
the
okay.
yellow.
The blue and the yellow, it's still good. BG, I got to ask, what kind of super chat would it take to make so for next month's raffle to make sure that Scotty gets the Pacer yellow? Think about it. You don't
That's
have
a
to
good
answer today.
question. You know,
You can.
yeah, okay. I'll think about that. I'll
I love
ponder.
you, Scotty.
Indy,
You're our.
you're putting a bounty on me, Indy. Really? After what Alon said this morning and how I
It's
backed
not a
you up?
bounty. No. It's not a bounty. I want you in here just like everybody else. I just
Please.
want you to be the Pacer yellow on the next wheel.
It's got to be at least $100.
Oh, okay. He said it himself. Okay, there
Well,
you go.
I think that BG could probably come up with a number. You know, I think $100 is kind of a bounty for getting somebody off the show. But I would never do that to you.
The only thing
See,
worse
that's
would
nice.
be Celtic green with a 0.0. That would be
Yeah,
the only
I think
thing
Scotty
worse.
broke up.
Pretty bad. Thank you. So
Appreciate
look,
it.
let's talk about DJ
Yeah,
Moore.
BG. I don't
Listen,
know if you saw. I don't know if you saw the chat.
Mm-hmm.
If you saw the chat, me and Alan are going back and forth, and I want to run this by you on because I
Sure.
offered him a bet,
Ooh,
but
I
I'm
did not
not
see this.
sure.
Go ahead.
Okay, but I'm not sure if it might be detrimental to your program, so it affects you.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, and so my bet to him was that I took the 3.5. We said 3.5 wins by the bye week, so I took the over. And if the Jets have 4 wins by the bye, he has to wear a Justin Fields jersey and call in wearing it every Monday morning for the rest of the season.
Wow.
Now, I don't know if that's a good bet for you or not because it might hurt your ratings.
That's probably true, but you know what? I think I'm willing to do that for the fans because how glorious would that be? Even if the ratings take a hit, you know, I'm a big boy. We could take it. I think that's a swell bet. What happens if it doesn't happen? Oh, we're losing you. Oh, Indy, you may want to go back to your couch over there or wherever you were. We lost you.
Yeah,
Yep. And well, we lost Indy. Yep. Sorry, Indy. Anywho, go ahead, Scotty. Go ahead and finish your point.
just on the DJ Moore pick, of course, DJ Moore is better than Keenan at this stage in his career. But here's the problem, right? The number one wide receiver is Garrett.
All right.
We need a number 2. Keenan is a number 2. He had a bad year last year. I think he had like 700 and something yards. He's not going to take away the throws that DJ Moore. What happened to you, BG?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your Wi-Fi is not working. We're not giving up a second round pick. I don't know where this one came from. I just
What do you
think DJ, we're not going to give up a second round pick for another $30 million wide receiver, right? You want to have two $30 million wide receivers. I know it's $27 million, but you're going to have to sign them long term. No? No? You're sticking with DJ Moore? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Are you frozen?
No.
Oh, I
I don't
said
think so.
you have to give up a second round draft pick. You have to pay
Mhm.
DJ Moore close to $30 million. I know you said the Philadelphia Eagles had two $30 million wide receivers, but you don't need that. This is going to be a run heavy team. They're not going to be targeting 2 wide receivers. And I think to Nick Farrier's point, you're not building around Garrett if you do that. So for all those reasons, I mean, it's a great name. I think, yeah, in a vacuum, it might be good, for Madden, but not for this team. This team's going to be built to run. And, I just think that they need a veteran wide receiver. Agree. More so, I think they need the defensive line help. I think we all agree that they're a little weak there. That's where my concerns come in. Other than that, I think that you're going to see a wild card team. And I think that they're going to scare a lot of teams by the end of the year. Their running is going to be elite. This offensive line is no joke, BG. So
I agree. Hey, we'll give Indy one more chance to say whatever he wanted to say to you. Go ahead, Indy. Sorry we lost you there.
No. We had some hellacious storms roll through, so the internet's been. The power was out for like 4 hours last night, so everything's
Oh,
just kind of
Jesus.
coming back on. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't know what part you heard when it froze up about the
Yeah,
bet.
so my question was, so I heard the full bet you said to me about what Alon would have to do if
Oh, okay.
you win that. I asked, what's the other side? What happens if the Jets don't?
He has not come up with his side of the bet yet.
Okay,
So
so TBD.
yeah, we have the bet in place now. Where I mean, as far as it's a deal, yes, I'm going to take the plus 3.5. Or the over 3.5, and he. So I
taking the
gave him
under,
my
obviously.
side of the
Right.
bet.
Yeah.
He hasn't agreed to it yet, but I wanted to run that by you because if
course, I'm in.
I can always pull that out. I don't want to hurt your ratings, and I don't want to get you
Boosted
kicked
them.
off of YouTube. I know
Yes,
that's
my family. I use this show to support my family. That could be tough, but we will power through that. Yes, that part's good, and then let me know what the other side ends up being.
right. Scotty, it's always a great time to see you. I'm just giving you a hard time about the Pacers. I never knocked the Knicks, but we were right there. I cherish that jersey. It's kind of like the guys at Notre Dame when they walk by and smack the sign. I walk by on my way out, and I just touch the jersey and just say, hey, I think about you, Scotty. I appreciate you.
just quick question before you go. Did you wear the jersey in Game 6 or did you not wear the jersey in Game 6?
For Game 6? Game 6. You know what? I don't think I wore the jersey for either game.
In Game 7?
No, I don't think I wore the jersey for either game.
So I said, if you didn't wear the jersey in Game 6, don't wear it in Game 7. So at least you did that.
Okay, at least you followed.
Yeah, I know. It's just sickening and heartbreaking. But hey, either way, I like the friendly banter that Scotty and I we chat alpha here too. Great guy. Unlike even though we have different teams.
Unlike what were you about to say?
Unlike Allen.
Alon, yeah.
There's
another bet coming, Indy. There's another bet coming. You weren't on the show. I have a proposal for Bob, the historian.
Bob Lederer, right?
Yeah, that overtalk show where you couldn't get a word in and then you just overtalk him for about 10 minutes. So listen, Bob knows his stuff from back in the day, but I want to bet Bob, $10, and I think Lily wants to bet him. He said he wanted to jump on that bet as well. I'll buy 10 of his books and give them out to
okay.
One has to, BG facilitates all these betting deals. So, of course, BG has to be part of it. So at least one of those books has to be given away on the Wheel of Fortune.
That'd be awesome.
I'd like to give away 8 of them. I'll keep one. Bob's going to have to autograph the book for all 10 of the people. I'll buy 10. But if Bob loses on the over-under, Bob's got to buy 10 books of my choice. And I'll get the author to autograph it for the
pay it forward. I love it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Said he's in on that bet too, so he will be in for an additional part of the books if Bob's in. Bob has not responded to email, so I'm going to have to just call him up at some point today and hammer everything out in terms of. Yeah,
that was a great show, BG, because there's a lot of information, even as Jets fans, that you only hear just bits and pieces of from back in that time frame. And so it was awesome to hear some deep details of things that isn't necessarily out there for just anybody.
Well, he's going to start joining us weekly. He is committed to that. So now we just got to pick the day that he's going to be coming on. So that's going to be awesome. So can't wait. It's going to be great. Go ahead, Scotty.
BG, can you make sure that Gator or Snowball or somebody has an emoji for Bob that says, "Did you buy my book?" Before anybody gets a chance to talk, could you do that for us?
That's good. Way to market yourself. I can only respect that level of game.
Exactly. I mean, if I was able to write a book, Scotty, as soon as I'd call in, I'd be like, "Hey, BG, I talked to you yesterday about buying my book, but guess what? Hey, have you bought my book yet?"
Yeah, So again, that level I can respect. So shout out to Indy, shout out to Scotty here. Appreciate you guys. And I want to give one special shout out. We're going to go back to the phone lines here. So obviously the reason why we had Bob even on the first time was because of the unfortunate passing of Jerry Philbin. And it goes to show you how small this world is. Jerry Philbin, who is the legendary Jet that passed away unfortunately recently, his son watched that show. His son commented in and said, "Thank you so much for honoring my father." So shout out to the Philbin family. We said we sent our love and prayers and everything. So thank you for watching that show with me and Bob. Bob giving all that great information on your dad. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Appreciate it. And again, our thoughts are with your family, the Philbin family, who just lost a legend, but even more importantly, a father. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Look who's back. The gun show James is here. What's up, James?
Good morning, BG.
It's good to
How
see
are
you,
you, my
pal.
guy? Long time
Yeah,
no
what's
see.
going on? I know, man. It's been too long. What's happening?
I'm sorry. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Okay,
Just
I appreciate that.
working so crazy right now. I got a lot of stuff going on. But
Sure. Yeah.
couple things I
Yes.
want to hit on.
Sure.
First off, Indy Jets. This guy seems like such a nice guy, really nice guy. But do me a favor, go f yourself with you and your Pacers and Halliburton and his daddy and all that. I'm glad you got your just due because we should have beat you guys, and that's a fact. We were the better team, in my opinion. But that's neither here nor there. Maybe coaching was an issue. So let's move on, right? So I heard a lot of talk about Andre Cisco and the safeties.
Yes.
So I grew up in the Bronx, but I went to high school out in South Huntington at St. Anthony's. So I graduated from there. So I'm a Friar. Andre Cisco went there as a freshman. I'm a big Andre Cisco guy. I think he's gonna be a stud on this team. But you know who I really have a crush on that nobody talks about? And every time he's in the game, he just makes plays, in my opinion. And that's Tony Adams. Tony Adams always makes a play. If you really watch the game, he's always making a big hit. He's always making an impactful play. I don't think he's slow-footed. I think he could flip his hips. I like Tony Adams a lot. I don't think he's going to be the starting safety, but I love him in a rotation piece. It's better than Ashton Davis, or I don't even know where he is right now. I don't know if he's going to leave anymore.
Miami. Yeah.
He's in Miami. Okay. All right. Good. Stay down there. But and the receivers, like, I think we have to consider the fact that this coaching staff that we had last year did not do Malachi Corley any type of service. I think he might this might be a year where it's his second year. You know, he's adjusted to the NFL now, adjusted to the league. I think he could have a big year. He's a big time blocker, and we all know what he could do if he gets the ball in his hands. And we're gonna run the ball. So, do we need another receiver? I would like one, but I think this team, bro, I'm gonna keep saying it. It's growing on me by the day. It is. It just is because of they're buttoned up. This is not the normal Jets, dude. Like we haven't heard anything really. The only thing I hear is if I go to my Jets app or I see an alert from you or someone but it's very rare. It's not like it's not the old Jets. That's how I feel, at least. So we'll see what happens. It's great talking to you, brother. We'll talk soon.
Okay, there he is, James, joining us here on the show. And I'll tell you, TA, he slept on, whatever you want to call it, not being talked about, or an afterthought, however you sort of want to categorize it. He at a minimum will be the third safety on this team, and hell, he could be the starting safety next to Andre Cisco. Totally possible. It's going to be Cisco's definitely a starter. Lock that in. It's a battle between TA, Malachi Moore, the Alabama rookie. He's going to be fighting for one of those jobs too, and we'll see who else can possibly emerge. But yes, some TA love. Okay. Appreciate that. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Easy, baby. What's going on? You're on mute though, so yeah. No, you're on mute. No, like the thing. I don't want you to get into a car accident. Jesus. Okay. Yep. All right.
There we go.
Ah, there we go. Jesus, I didn't want you to turn off the road there. Okay, excellent. Easy. What's going on, man?
Oh, not much. I've just been listening to what's going on and chuckling away a little bit.
Okay, so you're liking what you're hearing or not liking what you're hearing?
I like what I hear. It's an entertaining show.
All right, I appreciate
You
that.
know,
Thank you. Yeah,
sometimes I'm entertaining, sometimes I'm annoying, sometimes you're entertaining, sometimes you're annoying.
I appreciate that level of honesty. We need more of that in my life.
Your dad is always mostly annoying, though.
That is something I think all of you guys can agree with in the comment section. Yeah,
Love your dad, but yeah, my
he can take
son
it.
is so funny because your father, you grew up in a military family with a
I
roughneck
did.
dad,
Yep.
and he'll call you names. You know he loves you, but he's going to call you names. He's going to call you idiot. He's going to call you moron. He's going to call
He
you
is.
jackass. And
Yeah.
you're just going to like, yeah, whatever, dad. Whatever, dude, you know?
Yeah.
I call my son an idiot for not, or what did I call him? An asshole for having the phone off when I was supposed to call him in the morning to do him a favor. And
Yeah.
he's all like snowflaking out. And I'm like, just like, laugh. I just laugh. Because how old? He's 33. How old are you? 33?
32.
32. So he's a year older than you, and he's a snowflake. But I love him to death.
Well,
I will.
that's what's most important.
He's a good kid. He's just a little messed up. But it's all right. We're all messed up. Hey, I'm messed up.
Sure.
We know that.
Yeah, you know.
So like, have they given you guys an area of the parking lot? Did they say be in the B section, the A section, the L section? Did they at least give you a general vicinity? Like, you know, just go to this section and set up there, or have they like not told you anything really?
As a matter of fact, from what I've been told from the Jets people, it is first come, first serve. So what you do basically is me and Woody get to check out the place, the parking lot the day before the game. But obviously, everyone's going to know well before that. We'll make that announcement here probably either this month or, it's going to happen this month where we're all going to be meeting for the tailgate. But yeah, it's first come, first serve, and it's sort of just a battle. So you just got to pick your spot and then go there. So that's how it's been revealed to me.
And right, and the other thing is, you said you were going to be sending the tickets out, but how are you sending? Like, how specifically are you sending the tickets out? Like, are you like mailing them to us, or are they going to be e-tickets, electronic tickets, and
Yeah,
how
they
does
don't
all
do
that work?
they do not do any physical tickets anymore, so everything is digital. So they will be transferred to the email you provided, and I will reconfirm that with everybody once that process starts. And then you receive the email, the tickets, excuse me, via email, and then you download them to your wallet on your phone, and then you have them ready for the game.
Right, like I have like I have a little folder in my inbox for concert tickets, and you
Oh,
know, I
cool.
mean, I have to you send it to me, I have to physically put it in that folder. But I have one for car parts because I've been restoring my Corvette, and I just ordered a transmission for my Cadillac because I really like to drive up, and I'm not driving up with the transmission that's in there.
Yeah,
So
no.
maybe
So
Woody,
yeah,
maybe Woody can come with me in the Cadillac. It'd be a
yeah.
nice,
Wow,
comfortable
that'd be
ride.
sweet. By the way, Chef Kevin Gilbert has just chimed in. He says he has, if you love me, easy, no more food requests, please and thank you. Yeah,
I
Chef Kevin
haven't made
Gilbert
any
just
food
confirmed.
requests. I haven't. The only thing I said was ziti, and then I said maybe I could bring some sausages, but I'm not going to bother doing anything because I don't want to rock the boat. You know, just
Of course, yeah.
let him handle
We
it.
don't want to rock the boat. Don't want the boat to tip. No boat tipping.
No, like I said, I'm just going to bring a little flask of Jameson so we can have some Irish coffee. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Does
Yeah.
Chef Kevin have one of those big coffee percolators for making coffee?
A coffee percolator. What the hell is that?
You don't know what a percolate? Before we had K-cups, in the old days, you used to like have this big metal flask, and on the very top of the flask, it had this little ring that sat on a stick. And what would happen is, in that ring, there was like a little filter thing, and they put the coffee in that metal ring that had little tiny holes in it, and right up through the middle of that was a metal stick with a hole in the top, and the water used to boil from the bottom and shoot up that little metal pole and splash into this little glass top, and then drip down through it and just keep percolating through and percolating through. The fresh water would come up, perk up, seep through the coffee grinds, go back down into the pot, and keep circulating and doing that until the coffee was perfect.
Wow. Do you still have one of those?
I don't know. But
Okay.
Chef Kevin might have one. I know they still have them in restaurants because that's the only way you can brew enough coffee, unless you bring one of those newfangled drip ones. But sometimes it's easier just to have those big. I mean, they're big. They're big. They hold like about 4 gallons of coffee.
Yeah, Chef Kevin Gilbert just responded. He said those are obsolete. They don't make those anymore. So there you have it.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
They made good coffee though. They really did.
Also, from what I understand, that if you still want to churn your butter with a stick, I believe they still do allow that though. Yeah.
No. Now we're getting stoopy. No, these things are still around. I know my mom still has one in her house somewhere. It's like whenever we had a party at the house or we had company, she you'd literally brew the coffee in what's called a percolator. Look it up online afterwards. You'll see how it is.
Okay. All right. I'll hit that with
coffee
a Goog
percolator.
Search. Okay. Coffee percolator.
And let me tell you something. They really made good coffee. That was like until they started with the speed drip ones where they grind the coffee a little finer so that it cooks faster. But this was nice because it would and the coffee was piping hot because it was boiled fresh and would just keep percolating through. It was good.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of the guys, anyone who's older than 45, 50 years old knows what a coffee percolator is.
Indy Jets is asking, can we build a campfire and make coffee on that?
No, it'll melt the asphalt in the parking lot, and then we'll get kicked out. No.
Okay. Well, we'll continue to try to percolate on thoughts about what other things we can add in there. Pal.
Oh, well, I just know that they use those in restaurants for brewing large amounts. And if there's going to be 50 people and it's going to be morning, and if it's cold, there are going to be some people that are going to want some nice hot coffee. So I didn't know if he was bringing like a drip machine or a Keurig machine or what.
Yeah. By the way,
I didn't even know if
there's
he was
been a
bringing
few
coffee
comments
machine.
here. Terrence says, I'm starting to think that EZ is running the catering behind the scenes. DJ Dirty Cooch said Ed might be the bougiest truck driver of all time. And also saying that Ed appears to be an expensive date when you take him out on the town.
No, I pay.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right.
Oh, I want to make a comment. The other day, your little girl came in and was sitting on your lap for a little while and give me a couple of kisses. She is absolutely the cutest little kid. Man, God bless you. She's adorable.
Thank you so much. Yeah, she's a real gem. I am a lucky son of a gun. That's for sure.
She's a very pretty little girl. I don't know where she gets it from. It must be Tatiana.
It's clearly not from me. So, blessed be he. It's definitely from the mom. That's for sure.
Unless when she gets older, she grows a beard. Who the fuck knows? I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm just teasing, man. No, she's a cute kid.
I appreciate that. What else is on your mind, Easy?
I understand why these players want to try to get guaranteed contracts, but I mean, that new thing that those two players got, that's kind of oddball. They should have discussed the stuff at the ownership meeting, because every time one guy and two guys break through, that means that all bets are off. They're going to have to come up with something for Mason Taylor. I don't know if they're going to give him a 100% guaranteed contract, but there's going to have to be some guaranteed monies in there somewhere.
For sure.
So, but I think the kid's going to be good. I really do. I think he's going to be pretty damn good. I don't think he's going to be maybe first team All-Pro, but I think he might make a couple of Pro Bowls in his career. I just think the kid's going to be good. I just have this gut feeling.
Yeah, well, that would be awesome if that comes to fruition.
I mean, what is his cousin Zach? The guy, he was a linebacker for the Dolphins, and his dad was Jason Taylor, right? Is Jason Taylor
Mason Taylor's father? Yes, Mason Taylor.
Yeah,
Mason Taylor's father is Jason. Yes,
and his uncle is
Zach Thomas.
He was Zach Thomas. That was his. Yeah. He was a little guy, but he was a maniac. She's not little. Sorry, check that. He was a shorter guy, but he was a beast.
Zach Thomas was listed at. Yeah. Zach Thomas was Sup? Let me see. Okay, he's 51 years old. That's good to know. 5'11". That's what I thought he was. He's 5'11".
Yeah. That's like I said. Like he was not like he was just under 6 feet, but he was a beast. He was one hell of a player. So I know that this kid's got the pedigree. He's got the work ethic. I'm sure he won't be allowed to slack off from his father and his uncle. They won't let him.
No, definitely not.
If
No
they
slacking off.
if they watch the 22s and they see something, they're gonna give him a phone call and say, "Hey, don't ruin our legacy."
Yeah.
There's a little bit of pressure on the kid, but that's good. But it's good pressure. It's coming from a good place.
Amen.
So, anyway, I'm gonna get off the phone before I start, jabbering on weird stuff. So, have a.
Oh my god! All right, I'm gonna get off the phone now, so I stop talking. Oh my god! Oh Jesus! Oh my god! This show. Well, let me get off the phone before I start getting anything weird. Jabbering on weird stuff. Poor Lily and Big D says. Yes. That's Wow. Woo! I'm tearing up. Okay. Wow. Unbelievable. Okay, thank you. Easy. He's so fun. Oh my god. Some good playing going on here. John LG says, I didn't ask for any changes to the menu besides the ziti, sausages, and the coffee. Besides that, nothing. Yes. It's all in good fun. That is, oh my god. Scotty Mayhem says, Easy needs his own food show. Well, all right. Yeah, I could see that. That could make a lot of sense. Sure. Yeah. There you go. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Terrence Hill. Hey Chef Kev, will there be any host at the podium when we get there? Yeah, we'll make it very clear that you guys are in the right place. That's for sure. We'll make it very clear. All right, let's do this. We'll wrap up the show here. What a show. 400 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. I want to throw this back up on the screen in case you missed it. We're doing a massive giveaway, people, and it is this. I will explain it in full flower. For our audio only listeners as well, if you'd like to enter this contest, it is the Boy Green and Woody Jets game and tailgate giveaway. You can enter for your chance to win 2 tickets to the Week 5 Jets versus Cowboys game. You will sit with us, Section 228A. You get 2 tailgate tickets. That gives you food and drink before the game. We'll have water and select alcohol. That'll be at the game as well. Not an open bar, just to make that clear, but there will be water and select alcohol available. The food will all be catered by Chef Kevin Gilbert. And then on top of that, 2 Jets-Cowboys commemorative T-shirts to commemorate the event. You have an opportunity to win all of those prizes if you follow these steps. Okay? Number 1, subscribe to the Boy Green YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/BOY Green the color 25. BOYGREEN 25. And subscribe to James Woody's YouTube channel. That is at Take Flight Talk on YouTube. Those 2 things to do are free. The third and final step is submitting a $20 raffle ticket. You could do that via YouTube. The preferred way is PayPal or Venmo. That is at BoyGreen25. BoyGreen25. So make sure you do that. And then just put a note in there, hey, this is for the Boy Green Woody Tailgate, and give me any pertinent information, your name, an email, something of that nature where I can reach back out to you would be great if you reach out on PayPal or Venmo. Good luck to everybody. It's going to be awesome that we're going to be able to invite 2 people to come with us. And I am amazing. Absolutely amazing. So good luck to everybody out there as well. And let's wrap up here with a couple of final thoughts here. Oh, my God. For Lillian Big D says, I was working until 1 a.m. and was thinking maybe I'll skip this morning. That call was worth waking up early to. Yes. Nate, I called my son an asshole. That's Snowflake. Anyway, percolator, percolator, percolator. Oh, easy's always a good time. That is unbelievable. What a time. What a time. I can't wait. This is going to be a wonderful tailgate. Chef Kevin Gilbert is absolutely going to kill it. And more on that to come. More on that to come for sure. One more thing here. I just saw it a second ago. Congratulations to Brian Farrell. 69 days with no alcohol. Let's go, baby. Awesome, Brian. And thank you. And continued love is sent to you on that journey for you, Brian. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that here on the show. For me, I'm not a big alcohol drinker, so I will be there with you at the tailgate, buddy. While everyone else is getting tipsy and crazy, I'll be there with you, Brian, if you end up going to the tailgate. So, Brian, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. I'll be there with you, locked arm in arm, brother. Keep the fight going. Keep the fight going. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back live on this channel in like 30 minutes. Jake Asman just said, can we start at 9:15? So the Jake Asman Show, I will be joining with Jake Asman. That's coming up in 30 minutes. That'll be cross-stream both live on my channel and the Jake Asman Show. So good luck to everybody, and make sure you guys enjoy that program as well. And then I'll be back live at 3 o'clock with Boy Green Meets Woody. So much going on. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you in just a little bit for some more Jets action. Thanks, everybody.